Need a low-cost acquisition channel for your PLG motion? Have you thought about SEO? Hey, it's Gary, 3 times head of growth. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how I think about SEO and product-led growth. A little bit background about me. 10 years ago, I started a content marketing SaaS startup in New York City, and we helped companies and clients. They focus on search engine optimization and creating content, all different types of content, whether it's content for recycling, garbage, construction, things that are hard to create content for, we help them rank. And eventually, I worked at Unsplash, the stock photography website, on their SEO acquisition channel, built out their SEO wallpaper product experience. And later on, I've worked at a health social network called Inspire.com, where I focused on membership growth by driving traffic through SEO. So throughout my whole career, I know a lot of knowledge and how to leverage SEO as a growth channel. When it comes to PLG, eventually you need a low-cost acquisition channel because otherwise you're spending money into the PLG flywheel using paid ads, and you want to eventually mature and evolve into a low-cost traffic source. So the main PLG flywheel was actually word of mouth. So stepping back, when we did a review, we showed that 40% of our signups for PLG came from word of mouth. And that's really powerful and fantastic. And it was really supplied by the paid channel driving through the traffic in the beginning. And then eventually customers experienced the PLG for our compliance automation platform, and that created virality. People started to talk to folks in their communities, in their social network about it, and they refer customers to our compliance automation. And it was a very powerful channel, and a lot of people constantly experiencing. Those people come in, they experience the product, and then they eventually let other people know. So it was very powerful. But when we think of it like a flywheel, we think of it like it's multiplying, or it's slowing down or speeding up. So you want to inject new ways to speed up the flywheel, the acquisition channel flywheel, so that more word of mouth is started to happen. So we started to test the SEO in the compliance space. Our competitor was dominating something called compliance memes. And that was a keyword that was getting a lot of traffic. So to first demonstrate the value of SEO internally as a potential acquisition channel, we went after that keyword because the keyword was already low difficulty and high search volume. And I can explain all of that in future SEO videos. But what we did notice is our competitor had something called like 20 best compliance memes. So what we did is we focused on creating 100 best compliance memes. And this allowed us to rank alongside them, and we started to generate impression and traffic for our website. And this created a lot of confidence with my team and organization that, hey, something was there. Someone actually know what this means and how to capitalize on this SEO here. And it allowed us to invest more SEO resources and effort towards growing a more organic traffic channel. SEO is difficult because it takes 6 to 9 months to really see results. So a lot of companies can be very short-sighted, and so they might think that's not worthwhile. SEO is not worthwhile. Only later on do they realize, hey, they tapped out of other channels. They spent a lot of money on paid ads, and there's no new ways to generate traffic. They really need to do SEO. But once again, because they're so short-sighted, they don't want to invest. But nowadays, SEO is changing. There's a lot of shift in the AI-generated content, and also content themselves are constantly being recommended in LinkedIn, on Reddit. That's why the way I think about it is SEO. If you create really good, informative how-to content, you will be found. And people still use Google, they still use search, they're still using social. And when people find the content, they share it into their network. And that will create the flywheel and word of mouth. The more informative and good how-to content you're creating into your community and into your customer base, they'll start to see the author as a thought leader, and they will start to refer and come back and see, hey, what's the deal with this? What is the software that they're selling? I'd love to learn more. There's definitely a stigma with SEO because, hey, SEO, what does it even mean? And it can be very complex. And a lot of companies, they just hire a content agency, SEO agency to get assistance. But in actuality, SEO is actually pretty straightforward. The mechanics just need to be understood and tested. And if you have a long horizon, you should invest in it. Convincing leadership to do that definitely can be a challenge, which I can touch on that in my future videos. And I will also dig into how to do SEO specifically for PLG. But for now, I just want to share my experience that if you start to prove out as a certain article that your competitor is also posting and publish and gaining traffic, if you're matched with them, you're starting to showcase, hey, and build up confidence with the leadership team that there's something worthwhile to invest in. Because eventually you have to move away from your pay ad channel, and you need another catalyst to drive your word of mouth to increase your acquisition traffic for your PLG motion. Follow me on growthwithgary.com, or feel free to subscribe here to learn more about how to execute PLG, lead and operate and launch and be successful in SaaS.